I love resisting status. Catching up with the Oswells?
It's been half a year since I visited Strata. There was a lot going on back then. But this time, I'll make sure to visit your family and introduce myself. As your brother.
You don't need to do that.
Sure I do. Is everyone doing well?
Oh, the same as always, I suppose. My father is a bit meeker from all his political struggles, and Raymond is off traveling the world.
Oh, so is Raymond doing the same sorts of things that you are?
I wouldn't say that, but he's actually... well, he's following Sharia.
Following Sharia? What do you mean?
Well, I suppose it's a little more complicated than that. Probably. He raises money to support Sharia's relief organization, and sometimes he visits their operations sites as an inspector.
I can't believe that! He's a great guy to care so much!
Asbel, you don't? I'm just going to let this go.
What a great lad, that Raymond. No wonder everybody loves him. Oh, Asbel, you never change. He's not gonna realize that he's married to Sharia until they have their first kid, I swear. Koji, what do you want? Go lay back down.
This is starting to get out of hand.
I couldn't do anything for her. I didn't know what to say.
Few people would. It's a difficult problem with no one simple solution. Right now, you need to attend to business. You can make time for Sophie later.
You're right. Of course. So, Hubert, will we see the president soon? Hubert?
Oh, yes, of course.
Worried about the president's daughter, are you?
Captain,
Wait, what?
it's nothing. It's just a little marriage proposal.
I never thought I'd hear the words Hubert and marriage in the same conversation.
You're one to talk. Mother had plenty to say about you in her letters, you know.
Don't you two have anything better to do than discuss my personal life?
Don't look at me. Your marriage is all she can think about anymore.
It is a sign of great trust for the president to offer you his daughter's hand.
I know, and that's what makes it so awkward. If you hadn't sent that request for aid, I don't know what I'd be doing now.
If you're this worried, Hubert, maybe we shouldn't go on.
I'm not worried, it's just I don't know how to approach the president, because I have no intention of accepting the proposal.
The president is reasonable. If you speak with him, man to man, I'm sure he'll understand.
He seems like a cool dude. He's got dolphin hair. Contrarian title. Oh, is this for your Axel? Yep, immediately do that. Rolling Thunderbolt? Do you also like Haikyuu? I respect it. Rolling Thunder! Alright, now we just need to get this. Filial Piety.
So, how is your foster father doing these days, Hubert?
Well, he spent quite a bit of time moping around the house.
Was he sick?
No, it's from when the president discovered his plan to take over Lhant. You can imagine the repercussions he had to face as a direct result. I won't lie, those were tough times. But now my father and the president seem to be getting along far better than they were before.
So, all the talk about you marrying the president's daughter stems from that?
Yes, that may be the case.
Regardless, treasure the time you have left with your father. You don't know how long his health will hold, and I'm sure he still has things to teach you.
There isn't much I care to hear from that particular father.
The more I see of men like you, the less I want a son of my own.
Does that mean you want a daughter, Captain Malik?
Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind an adorable little girl.
Adorable, sure. Until she grows up and calls you a pig, and tells you to stay out of her life forever.
Hubert, does it bring you joy to crush my dreams?
Oh, please, Captain. I'm only being realistic. Whether he's right or not, I do have things to report. I suppose a quick family visit wouldn't hurt.
And this is on the side quest spreadsheet. We need to go talk to Oswell, so let's do that real fast. Hubert's such a dick. I don't dislike Hubert. I think he's fine, but he's probably like my least favorite character of the Graces cast. Wait, is the Oswell Manor right over here, or is it one more down? I don't remember. I think it's one more down. No, this should be it, right? Yeah, this is it.
Welcome back, Hubert. How are things progressing?
We have obstacles, but none that cannot be overcome.
Good, good. But now we have another matter to discuss. I'm currently in talks to re-establish myself as a player in Strata's political machine. The President and I had our differences, yes, but that's all behind us now. I am counting on you, Hubert. Do not fail me.
He's talking about marriage, isn't he?
I fear he will be disappointed. I have no interest in marrying the President's daughter.
Then you'd best refuse him quickly.
I don't get it, Hubert. Why are you so against the idea?
I'm sure he has a reason. In situations such as these, you must be both clear and firm. To do anything else would invite disaster.
I am aware of that, Captain. It's just...
I understand. It must be hard to have a true love who is so... well, you know.
Averse to baths?
True love? What are you talking about?
Oh, come now. There's no point in denying it.
We all know, after all.
Well, everyone who is an Asbel.
What?
I'm really confused right now.
Don't worry about it, Asbel.
But if you want to refuse the President, you're going to need a good reason.
Hubert is still young. Perhaps he can claim he's not ready for the responsibility of a family.
Yes, but married life changes reality for everyone. I don't see why that would be any different for me.
What if you said you didn't want to marry until your military position was more secure?
Yeah, get a free promotion out of it.
I'm already a lieutenant.
Bah, titles are meaningless.
If I wished it, I could have thousands of troops at my command.
All right, fine. Then tell him ladies at every port of call have fallen for your good looks.
That's a terrible idea. I want to avoid a marriage, not lose the respect of the people.
I'm starting to think you don't want to avoid this marriage at all.
Well, not with these awful ideas, I don't.
Oh, this is madness. Just tell him you're in love with someone else already.
And if people ask who it is?
I love Richard is like, this is ridiculous, just say what you mean. And meanwhile, Malik, he's got to be standing there off to the side, like, pouring himself a shot, like, Richard, my man, you weren't here for the past 40 hours of suffering I've gone through with these people and their feelings. It's terrible, brother.
Then tell them her name.
Oh, yes, a splendid idea. And who would honestly believe I carried a torch for her?
I think you just admitted it.
Now see here! Holy crap!
I think your brother has finally figured it out. What do you think, Asbel?
Oh my word, you're about to say something so stupid, I already know.
Hubert's in love with...
Enough! We are done talking about this!
I really wanted to know who Asbel thought it was.
Now then,
It's the first time in history that Asbel might have actually known the answer to a question involving love and he got shot down.
I have no plans to marry the president's daughter.
If she'd even have you.
After all, I have little interest in the political ambitions of my father. If I am to support this country in the future, I must maintain my connection to the common people, just as I know she will.
That was a nice little sequence. Legion Commander, because he can have like 1,000 people or whatever. Is that your... Yes. No quarter. Ooh, okay. You need to have Axel first. Because otherwise you can't perform the condition to proc the Mystic Art. By the way, this is going a lot longer than I thought it would. The Lineage and Legacies. It's got a bit more time to it than I expected, because let me look here. Let me check that off my spreadsheet. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're like halfway done, basically, with side quests. I don't know how far we are in terms of, like, actually getting through this chapter story-wise, but definitely looks like it's going to go up more, like, closer to the 10-hour mark than I expected to get it done.
Mr. President.
Hubert, Lord Asbel. My goodness, King Richard.
What's going on? Did something happen?
We've received word that the Valkanus is under attack.
What are the odds?
Damn! I didn't think the monsters would get here so quickly.
Do you know something?
We can explain everything later. Right now, we need your permission to attack these creatures.
King Richard, I couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Please, I insist. My kingdom owes a great debt to the courage of Strata. I would do anything in my power to help you.
Additionally, sir, I fear our soldiers will be no match for these monsters.
However, we have recently acquired the power to combat them.
Very well. If things are as you say, I will leave these beasts in your capable hands.
Thank you, Mr. President. We won't disappoint you.
Eradication Commander for Richard. Is that your Axel title? Even the king cannot ignore the threat posed by Nova monsters. He leads the fight in person. Yes, Axel. And a new art. Perfect. What does this have left? Very little to get critical. Critical damage plus 10%. Yeah, you only need like what was that? 480? Yeah. Get that, and then I'll switch you to Axel. Giving my boy Richard his Lambda powers back. He's gonna transform into Demon Richard when he goes into Axel mode. How sick would that be? Alright, well, if it's at the Valkanus, I should be able to fast travel there. Yeah, it should be this. Okay, Duplamar is the water one. Ow.
Damn! They just keep coming!
Come on, let's lend a hand.
We will survive.
Here we go. Ah, the Strata music is back. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, we have that new art, don't we? Let's change Concussive Bolt. Let's change Gale Maw. I don't use it. Let's change Gale Maw to Concussive Bolt if I ever need it. And then let's make this our new thing. Shattersteel Swarm. Penetrative waves of spiritual energy that seek out Asbel's foes. Spirit, inorganic, and machine. Alright, well that was horrible timing, but that looked really cool, briefly. Yeah, it seems pretty good. My spirit's piercing fangs! Oh, if it doesn't get, like, interrupted, it actually does really great. I love it. Why is my axle stuck at 50%? Is there a reason for that? Oh, okay, no, it's going up a little bit. It's just insanely slow. I wonder if I can get any more titles that will give me skill to boost it further. Because we gotta start getting it to 100 for Mystic Arts. Excuse me, die. Ow. Got him.
You need to study up on the basics.
Ooh, baby, that SP. Love to see it. All right, now we can switch Richard over to his axle.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Carrot, thank you so much for the 2 Tier 1 gift subs. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the support.
Assemble the remaining soldiers and hold this point at all costs.
Yes, sir.
A girl in every port. Oh, no.
We need to do something about the monsters in these ruins as expediently as possible.
Doing so will earn you further accolades and raise your stock. Soon the president will beg to have you as his son-in-law.
Please, that's enough. It is not the sort of decision one should be coerced into making.
He's right.
But it's a truth of marriage. The higher you rise, the less your own opinions matter.
You too, Richard?
Oh, yes. An endless stream of Windor nobility keeps pestering me about their eligible daughters.
I envy your array of options, Your Majesty.
Do you now? I've heard talk that you have a beautiful girl waiting at every port in the land.
Yeah, it's rough. Girls keep telling themselves and everyone else that they're my lover.
Interesting. Might you have done something to give them that impression?
Not that I can remember.
Come on, guys. This is crazy. I don't want to select a wife like I'm shopping from a catalog.
I love Malik's very slow, like, not that I remember. Maybe I was drunk. Oh, Malik. Malik. I don't think we've gotten anything new to look at potentially merging, have we? Oh, wait a minute. Suspicious powder with whatever, yeah, these. There you go. And you know what? I'm immediately gonna slap those bad boys on Richard because he wasn't part of the team when I used all of the ones we had before. Here you go, Richard. You get it all, brother. Because you are officially my favorite character in the game. Deservedly so. I don't even know what evasion does. What does evasion even do in this game? It helps Richard now, that's what. Also, did you have to put all that crap in the way so I have to go through this dungeon again instead of just walking forward to Duplimar? Is time almost up? Time for what? Yeah, I want that. Oh, you have to go here and go across this little bit.
We will survive.
Is that called a braid spider? What a name. I am so tired of every single enemy I encounter having status effects. All right, you know what? Lambda time. You brought this on yourself. I wasn't gonna do it. I was charging it up for future stuff, but if you want to deal with Lambda, then you gotta deal with Lambda now. Congrats. Hope you're happy. Thank you, Lambda, as always. Your help is invaluable. No. You're dying. Thank you.
Seems we don't have enough healers right now.
Am I inadequate?
It certainly isn't his fault.
We'll just have to protect Hubert. Thank you for the passive-aggressive insult.
That's such a good one. I love that. Hubert's friend. Oh, that's a good victory quote. Also, I forgot to switch Richard back over to... What does Hubert's friend do? Proof that he finally fought alongside Hubert after all this time. He learned Antidote's secret. Oh, he can learn Antidote now. That's good. And he got Sophie's friend and Asbel's friend, obviously. Very good. Okay. So when we get the girls back in the party, we want to keep Malik in the party unless he gets Malik's friend, but we need Richard to fight with Pascal and Sharia more because he doesn't have their friend title yet. Asbel, what are you doing right now? Oh, you're getting the stun. Yeah, okay. And then this is your Mystic Art one, but we don't have it yet. It probably comes from a side quest. Brave Vesperia. That is not only a reference to Vesperia, obviously, but I believe the star in Tales of Vesperia is called Brave Vesperia. A dual blade named for the brightest star in the sky. Your courage will shine just as bright. That really makes me think that Asbel's Radiant Howl or whatever is a reference to Abyss, and it's a reference to Luke's thing. That's such a huge loss. I like the CC better. I think you mostly cast, right? C attack's probably better for you. I don't know, dude. Has this puzzle been reset? I don't remember how this works.